Well, it appears that we've gone live. I was actually testing out something else a little bit, and we went live. So we're live. So welcome. Welcome to the stream. If I can get my chair to work here. I have one of those chairs that lowers itself. So it's kind of a drag, if you know what I mean. See if I can get this set up. I have a new location. Oh, that's a lovely picture up there. I have a new location, so kind of getting myself situated here, if that makes any sense. Gear Runner, sup, buddy? Hey there, Tooth Man, how you doing? I saw a picture of you hanging out at the dental facility today. That didn't look good, but you said that Elnay cleaned and took pictures and admires your white pearlies. So, time to whisper. Hello, T-Dub. How you doing, man? What's happening? Gear Runner says he's a pretty good. Sean says, yo, Rob and Gear. Gear Runner says, hey, T-Dub. Martin Barno. Martin, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel, man. What's happening? Rob, what's up? Oh, what's up, Rob? How are you? I'm good. Doing it in a new location tonight. It's not done yet. So I'm still putting things together. I actually had a different computer out here tonight or today that I spent most of the day screwing with, and I never could get it to work. It wouldn't connect to the Wi-Fi. So I don't know. Live chat. You're welcome, Edge. Hey, Brian, thank you. I actually remembered tonight I am on live chat. It's hard to believe. I know. It kind of looks like I'm just ahead on here. So I got to adjust this camera just a little bit. There, I think that's better. Now you can see more of me. Isn't that awesome? Let's see. Gear Runner says, hey, Sean. CJ Coben. Hey, what's up, Rob? CJ, how you doing, man? What's happening? How's the picture? How's the audio? All that good stuff, because I moved everything, so everything was disconnected, reconnected. I don't know, a bunch of stuff. And I've got more coming. Some things are supposed to arrive tomorrow, which should be quite interesting. We'll see. Let's see. Ryan Harris. What's going on, Rob? Checking in. I've got a new location here, man. I'm sitting in the ever-lowering chair. I need to fix this chair. I don't know if that means drilling a hole through the tube on it, sticking a screw or something in it so it doesn't lower. But it goes down by itself. I don't know. Let's see. Time to whisper. Hello, Gear. Edge every day. Live chat. I read that. T-Dub. Or rather, Sean says, hey, T-Dub. What's up, buddy? Gear Runner. Yep. And I picked up a few new subscribers at the dentist today. LOL. That's awesome, man. That's cool. Gear Runner says, hey, Edge. Time to whisper says, hello, Sean DeLong. Gear Runner says, hey, Martin, CJ, and Ryan. CJ says, what's up, Gear? Martin Barno says, how can I send you a photo of my Yoda? Send it to RobMotive at gmail.com. RobMotive at gmail.com. The address is also in the description on all of my videos. So you don't even have to remember. If you just go to a video, watch it 10, 15 times, and then look at the description page or section, and it'll have my email address on there, man. And I look forward to seeing it. Let's see. Edge every day says he just got on live chat. LOL. I did not. I did it right as soon as I started the stream. I really did. I'm telling you. Let's see. Boise City Mopar. Hey guys, how you doing? Dan, what's up, buddy? Gear Runner says just relaxing. Gear Runner says, hey Dan. Sean Long says Gear is sweet talking the dental assistants. When they can understand it, I'm just saying. I don't know. Because of all the stuff in his mouth while they're working. Joe Wilson says, sup, Rob? Joe, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel, man. How you doing? What's happening? Steve Reeves. Hello from Idaho. Steve, how are you? Welcome to the stream, bud. What's new? How you doing? Gear Runner says, hi, Joe and Steve. Martin Barno, what's up, Gear? A runner. Joe Wilson, sup, Gear Runner. Gear Runner, just watching some Street Outlaws, man. That's all. Gear, you watch a lot of TV. I used to watch a lot of TV, but I don't have time to watch a lot of TV anymore. But you watch a lot of TV. Let's see. CJ Colvin says, what's your favorite classic rock band, Rob? Wow. I grew up with Kiss. Kiss was my band back in the 80s. My favorite now in that kind of music, I guess, is probably Metallica, Godsmack, that kind of stuff. That's my thing, you know. Let's see. What's yours, man? Boise City Mopar says, well, guys, you caught me at just the right moment. I am currently getting a phone call from Texas. Don't they know not to call me when this is on? There we go. Deleted them. And of course, my whole stream just disappeared. I really, really hate that. I'm assuming that I'm still on. Now I'm back. So if I wasn't, I apologize. I can see myself again anyway. Dan is currently taking a test drive of a 2015 Dodge Charger to see if I like it or not. I thought you already decided you were going to get a Charger. What? I'm confused. Sean DeLong, set the chair where you want it and put a pipe clamp on it. That's how I fix mine at work. Awesome idea, and I'm going to do that. That's an awesome idea. I hate this thing. I mean, I love the chair. That's why I keep it, but it keeps going down. There. Now it's all the way back up, and this is how I want it, all the way. But you guys will notice I'm going to start sinking. So, I don't know. Edge Every Day says, just listening, cooking dinner. Awesome. What you having, man? Anything good? I had cold turkey and baby Swiss cheese and no bread because I don't have any. Gary Runner says, Sean, those steaks, Edge, they're looking good. Or saw the steaks, Edge, looking good. Oh, that's cool. I could eat a steak. I had steak last night, actually. It was good. Really good. Martin, do you own a Harley to go with your Yoda? I used to have a Harley. When we moved from Ohio to Texas, I sold it. It was a Harley Fat Boy. It was a 2018, 17, something like that. It was pretty new, and a guy actually bought it, found out that I had a channel, and he's been on the channel before. He contacted me via email, and he's watched some of the videos because I've had it in some of the videos that are on the channel, by the way. So if you want to see it, if you look at some of the old videos or older videos, you'll see it. It's out there. Let's see. Gear Runner. I love TV. I do love TV. I do too. Boise City Mopar. Hey, Steve, what part of Idaho you from? I'm from the Nampa area. I never heard of that. Joe Wilson says, classic rock band best ever is Rush. I was never a big Rush fan, but I tell you, I got a little Rush story. When I was in high school, there was this kid, typical burnout kid, man. He was tall, skinny as a rail, had long hair, and he loved Rush. And his name was Russell. That was his name. However, he used to go by the name of Rush because his name was Russell. So he called himself Rush because he liked the band. I think he loved the band. But that's cool. I was just never a big fan of them, but I know a lot of people are. Steve Reeves says, Boise, Idaho. There you go, Steve. Boise. Dan, you should be jealous. He's got your namesake right there. Boise. Scott S. says, thought I'd say, hey, I appreciate that, Scott. How you doing? How's the weather up your way? You know, I'm actually sitting in my new spot here, and I'm cold because the air conditioning was turned up, and it's cold in here. And it's probably, I'm guessing high 60s outside, something like that. I'm not exactly sure. But I'm glad you stopped in, Scott. T-Dub, what? No five-finger death punch, Rob. I do like five-finger death punch, by the way. That's, again, kind of my genre of music, if you will. Edge Every Day says, just unsync your phone. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing that. Gear Runner says, hey Scott, how you doing? Rafe Severance. I am waiting for the 2020 Tacoma this summer. Yeah, I mean they did the unveiling. There's some neat stuff on it, but I was rather underwhelmed, to be honest with you. It was more of a light refresh, I'd say. They added some things. For me, the new screen and that 360-degree camera, which I didn't hear anybody talk about really, would be pretty cool. The rest of it, LED headlights, you can do that yourself. A little bit different grill. I don't know. A lot of that stuff, even the electric seats. For me, I'm the only one that drives the truck, so Once I get the seats where I want them or want it, it doesn't really get changed. So that doesn't really do much for me. And, you know, I did the seat height adjustment, not the height adjustment, the angle adjustment. And it's really where I want it to be now. So I'm not real, I don't know. It didn't really make a big difference to me. Now, the Tundra is going to be getting, and I know Gear went over this in his video. I put a want list out, and strangely, the same day, Gear put out a list of what's supposed to be coming. But the touch entry, the locking tailgate, electric locking tailgate, some other stuff. But I think that's just kind of a step until the 2021 redesign. You know, they're not going to put a lot into it because they're going to be doing the full redesign on it anyway, assuming it stays on schedule and comes out in 2020 or 2021. Nothing like a little bit of the green nectar. Ernie Garcia just subscribed. Thank you, Ernie. If you're on here, I do appreciate that. And welcome. Let's see. Paul Gomez. Paul, how you doing? Welcome, Paul. Paul says, I just bought a new Tacoma. Awesome, man. What trim level did you get? What color? Joe Wilson, making some chili for dinner here. Oh, come on. Don't do that to me, man. I just had lunch meat turkey and lunch meat, or a lunch cheese, if you will. And that's it. And a little bit of the nasty green nectar here. And that's what I've got. Let's see. Paul Gomez. I'm happy with the power and the transmission. Yes, so am I. People like to complain about that, you know, about the power and the transmission. I don't see it, you know. It's not a supercar, but you know, we all should know that going in, right? I mean, when you go and buy a truck, and I don't care what truck you buy, they're not going to be 0 to 60 in 2 seconds, you know. So, and they're probably not going to ride like a Lexus, because they're not. They're trucks. You want that? You go to a Honda Ridgeline, or maybe, you know, what, Mercedes, or somebody's coming out with a truck or has a truck, or I don't know, but maybe you get into those kind of things. I don't know. This chair is driving me absolutely freaking insane, I just got to say. But that's cool, man. Transmission and the power is great, I think. I don't have any issues with it either. Scott says, good, Gear. How's the teeth, bud? That's right. Gear had a little tooth visit today. I need to do that. It's been a while. I was supposed to go over Christmas, I think. Gear Runner says, all clean, Scott. Clean as a whistle. Rafe, should have kept the Harley, man. I love mine. You know, there's a big reason why I didn't bring it. I didn't bring it here because, let me see if spinning this thing makes any difference. I don't think it will. I didn't keep mine because I was told the roads down here are of a different makeup, composite, if you will. And a lot of stones get thrown. There's a lot of chip windshields, which I have seen. Fortunately, I haven't experienced it. But I didn't feel comfortable cruising around on a Harley on roads where I know people are going to be throwing stones at me, you know. It's just not a good scenario. So that's why I'm going to spin the case here, see if it makes a difference. That's why I didn't keep mine. Just jumping all over the place here tonight, man. That's why I didn't keep mine. I did love the bike. It was a blast to ride. And I'll tell you, the Fat Boy, awesome setup. If you're, I don't know, probably 5'8" to 6'2", 6'4", 6'3", somewhere in there, it's a great stance. You know what I mean? You've got good control on it side to side, and it feels good. So, let's see. Scott says, definitely got to keep up with that, Andy. Yeah, you got to keep your choppers going good in the same thinking as Harley, because they're important. They're important. Edge Everyday says, I am making 2.2 pounds porterhouse with mushrooms, onions, and a side of 2 pounds of shrimp for me and the wife. Man. Sounds really good. Really does. I thought of you today too, by the way, Edge. As I was moving stuff in here, setting up my new workshop, I was thinking of you, and I thought, you know, that Edge has got a lot to do over there. It's going to take a while, because this is taking me a while, and all I'm really doing is switching computers and putting a couple other things in. But I thought of you today, man. Let's see. Gear Runner says, congrats on the new truck, Paul. Thunder Whisper says, any Thunder owners on here that have aftermarket LED taillights? The whole assembly fixture. We'll see. CJ says, my favorite rock classic bands are Leonard Skinner. I like them. Zeppelin. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Led Zeppelin, but I wouldn't turn them off. Favorite country singers. Ew. Now, I am not a country fan, but Hank Williams Jr. Helen Jackson. Toby Keith. Chris Stapleton. If I was to listen to any country, it probably would be Garth Brooks or Dwight Yoakam. That's about it, and that'd be pushing it. I think Garth Brooks has about 2 songs that I actually like. Oh, and Shania Twain. I like her. Scott says, Rush had a heck of a drummer. He did. They did. I can't remember. Who was the drummer? I don't even remember. The only name I can think of is Geddy Lee. Paul Gomez says, thanks, Gear Runner. He's a thumbs up, and baby. Gear Runner says, got a few things for the Tundra today. You did. What do you got, man? Give us the scoop, buddy. Let's see. Scott. Well, we don't have to worry about air conditioning yet, LOL. Yeah, well, here it's like this, fairly hot today. It's going to be cooler, I think, tomorrow, and then it's going to get warmer again, I think. Let's see. Paul says, do all Tacomas have the tweeters installed or just the upgraded models? That's a good question. If I had to go out on a limb, I'd say they all probably have them up there because that's where a majority of the sound comes from. But I don't know that for sure. And if you want to know, I don't know what model you got, but it's pretty simple to tell. Just put your ear up there. You'll hear it. Edge Every Day says, Gear, can you text me the place you got the mirror lights? Yeah, those were cool, by the way. That was an awesome install. I like that. Boise City Mopar says, sorry, guys, it took me a little while to respond. However, I was on the interstate doing about 100 miles an hour. Perfect way to test out the car, LOL. What? What? So did you like it? Gear Runner says, I'll do it, Edge. I'll do it, buddy. Rafe, yeah, it was only supposed to be a refresh. Yeah, and it was. I will be getting the Army Green Pro. Now that'll be cool. It has been my profile on one of my Facebook pages. I'll have to check it out. And that would be cool, man. CJ Colvin says, have you heard of a TV show called Duck Dynasty? Yeah, I used to watch it religiously. I surely do know. And I even went to watching Dancing with the Stars because the daughter was on there. Yeah, I am very familiar with Willie and gang. Sean says, knowing Toyota, I wouldn't be surprised if Tundra got put off till 21. Yeah, they're not going to release the completely redone one until 2021. That's what I've heard. They're going to have a 2020 upgrade, refresh, whatever you want to call it, but the completely redone, supposedly, Tundra is not going to be until 21. Tundra Whisper says, sounds like you had prison food tonight. That's probably about right. Ray, 23TRD. Ray, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream, bud. Ray says, how's it going, Rob? I'm doing good, Ray. How you doing? Chad. Hey, Rob. Chad, what's up, buddy? How are you tonight? Edge Every Day says, my 1794 drives like a Lexus. Yeah, I bet it does. I have still been kicking around, and I even started looking at some dealers to see what kind of prices and stuff were out there on used Tundras. Now, I'm not looking to replace the Tacoma. I'm looking for an addition, I guess, to the channel. So I'm looking. I don't want to spend a ton of money. And I don't want anything that's got 1 million miles or beat to hell, but I'm looking. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Thunder Whisper says, Edge, Lexus is affiliated with Toyota. That's true. Sean, don't run over a wiener dog in that chair. I know. He's not out here right now. He might come out later if Krista comes out. I don't know. I had him out here earlier. Dogs are so funny. She was gone. I didn't want to leave him in the house by himself, so I brought him out here, and all he did is sit by the door and whine to go back in the house by himself so he could sit at the back door and whine. I don't know. Dogs. Paul, I got a 2019, here we go, Sky Metallic Gray, double cab, V6, awesome, 4x4. It's a TSS, cool, off-road model with the blackout package. Sounds fantastic, man. Any lift or new wheels and tires plans for you? Gear Runner says, wait, you didn't think about me today? I dream about you, Gear. No. Edge Everyday says, thank you for thinking of me. And you are correct. A ton of work. I did. Martin Barno says, okay, I sent you some photos to robmotive@gmail.com. I saw an email pop up, so I'll check it out once I'm done on the stream here. Richard Hackett. Richard, welcome back, Richard. How you doing? Richard, did you ever hear the rear noise when? Did you ever hear the rear noise when from the airflow vents that I had mentioned in my access cab? Richard, I did a video. Based on your comment. It's on the channel. It came out, I think, either yesterday or the day before. So check it out, and you shall see. It's on the channel, man. Gear Runner says, I have LED taillights, but just the bulbs, not the entire housing. I've thought about getting the spider taillights, though. That'd be awesome. I'd do it. Johnny Spivey? Johnny, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. I've got a 2019 Tundra, awesome, with a 4.6-liter engine, and I love it. I didn't need the 5.7-liter. Gear probably won't approve. Yeah. Do you ever find it underpowered? Is it laggy at all? Does it ever feel like it's pulling the truck, if that makes any sense? I'll be curious. Gear Runner says, y'all have to wait and see. LOL. Yeah, I understand. Gear Runner says, hey, Johnny, I don't mind that engine. If you didn't need the 5.7, go with the better mileage. No, wait a minute. I catch all this crap about going with a 4x2. And nothing against you, Johnny. But Johnny goes with a 4.6, and that's a good thing. I don't understand. And I agree, Johnny. You get what you need, bud, not what you think other people think you ought to have. I don't know. Scott says, Rob, are the roads a tar and chips type thing? They seem to be. I don't really know, Scott. All I know is that I see a lot of chipped windows around here, and I think it's a lot of it has to do with the heat. I mean, in the summer when it's 100 degrees outside, that pavement gets soft and the stones come out. And that's just a byproduct, I think, of the weather in the area. Now, you'd think they'd use some other material than whatever it is they use, but they don't. Martin, do you still have love for the 2015 Tacoma? I bought it new, but you're making me feel like I need to upgrade. Only for technology's sake. If you're happy with the tech that's in it and the options that you have, no, I wouldn't. And yeah, I don't have any problem with the 15 Tacoma at all. I think it's one of the few vehicles that I actually like all of the different models, all of the different generations that have come out. I just think it's still the best looking truck on the road, and I think all of those model years were. But obviously, tech has changed from generation 1 to generation 3. So as long as it does everything you want and you're happy with that, oh yeah, I think it's fantastic. Plus, think all that money you're saving by not having a car payment or even buying it out with cash, whatever it is, you didn't have to do that. So I think it's cool. Gear Runner says Rob's more like SI. Rob's more like SI. What does that mean? Mario, Tacoma upgrade. What's up, bud? Mario says mine came with the JBL system. Yeah, my Tundra had the JBL system. And by the way, speaking of that, if you're looking at doing the tweeter mod, it's not compatible. The connectors aren't, I'm told, with the JBL system. So anybody out there with the JBL system, you can't do it, at least not as simply as plug and play like I did. So Vermont Country has just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Vermont Country. I appreciate that if you happen to be here, and welcome. Let's see. Joe Wilson says, I'm out, gang. I got to wash the taco before dinner. Oh, I envy you. Mine needs washed. It's got a lot of dirt on it right now, man. Thanks for coming on, though, bud. I appreciate it and enjoy that taco, man. And I hope to see you next time on here. Every Monday and Wednesday at about this time. Gear Runner says, have a good night, Joe. CJ Colvin says, have you been to Missouri before? I have been to Missouri. I went to Missouri on business about 2 years ago. Actually stopped and picked some cotton off of one of the bales. Probably risk getting shot doing that. I'm sure the farmers wouldn't appreciate it. I mean, it's just a little bit. We actually have a frame with it in it. But yeah, I've been to Missouri. Joe Wilson says, you too, Gear Runner. I love your Tundra, by the way, too, buddy, and your channel. Mark Kern. Mark. Am I saying that right? Mark Kim. Let's see. It is Kim. Mark Kim. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel, Mark. Mark says, Lewis Center, Ohio. Well, welcome, old neighbor. I used to live in Columbus, Ohio. Powell, actually. So you were rather close to where I was, bud. Welcome. How's the weather over there? Scott says Neil Peart, I think. See, I don't even recognize that name. I don't know if I ever even heard it, to be honest with you. But like I said, Geddy Lee and he was the singer, right? He's the only one that I can think that I knew. Devontae says, hey, Rob, I didn't make it to the Chicago Auto Show. Oh, no. I had to work, but my buddy Luke went to it, and he liked the Chevy Trailblazer. Awesome. I'll be interested to see that too. You know, all these throwback trucks. You know, the Blazer, the Bronco that's supposed to be coming out. Of course, the Supra, which I really don't care for. A lot of neat stuff coming right now, man. And the Ranger. I actually went Sunday. I was going to go through the Ford dealer and see the Ranger. The dealer was closed, and here, when the dealer is closed, they have a gate that goes across the driveway or the entrance to these car dealers. All of them do. So I couldn't even drive in and look at it, man. It was a bummer. I was disappointed. Gear Runner says, thank you, Joe. Joe Wilson says, Scott S. Yes. Neil Peart, Rush's drummer. Okay, see ya. Adios, Joe. Thanks again for stopping in, bud. CJ Colvin says, have you heard of the all-wheel drive Challenger GT? I may have, or I might be crazy. I can't remember. Seems to me I had heard about that. Boise City Mopar says, hey, guys, I'm back. I had to run to the restroom real quick. The excitement in the rush of adrenaline of this car made me have to go, I guess. LOL. So I assume you like the car, but that brings up a problem then for you, Dan. I mean, every time you get in the car, you're going to have to be near a restroom, right? I mean, if that's what it does. So you might want to reconsider. You might want to look into a VW Bug or something. I'm just saying. I don't know. Gear Runner says, and I immediately regretted asking that question. LOL. Scott says, I'm a Foo Fighter and Alice in Chains fan right now. There you go. Not bad. David Grohl. Love David Grohl. So I guess I must be a Foo Fighter fan too, man. Tundra Whisper says, Johnny, doesn't the 4.6 feel sluggish in that Tundra? Yeah, I'm curious how it feels for you because of all that weight. Tundra Whisper read that. CJ Colvin, do you plan on supercharging your Tacoma? Yes, I'd love to do that, but the only supercharger I'd put in it is a Magnuson supercharger. So until Magnuson comes out with one that's compatible or goes on the 2018 Tacoma, I'm stuck. But I would love to do that. I think that would be awesome. Could you imagine hearing that whine of the supercharger coming out of the Tacoma? Oh, it'd be cool as hell. It'd be awesome. Let's see. Richard Hackett says, daggone it, I missed it, and I will. There you go. You got to check it out, man. It's there. I'm telling you. Scott S. says, yes, CJ, he should consider that. Yeah, Richard, I did. I really did. I thought of you when I did the video. That was my inspiration, if you will. Scott S. says, why is this stupid thing jumping, man? Scott says, yes, CJ, he should consider that. Edge Every Day says it's probably a 4x4, so it's okay. LOL. Sean DeLong, Johnny still has four-wheel drive, I bet. I don't know. Paul, do you think about the 3.6 liter engines? What do you think about the 3.6 liter engines? In the Tacoma, it's cool. I'd rather have something bigger. I mean, but Gear Runner says, yeah, a 4.6 is 4 more than a 4.2. You're right. It's actually 0.4 more, but Johnny, no lack of power, and I pull an 18-foot bass boat. Oh, so that's cool. Boise City Mopar. Well, guys, I'm actually going to upload a video of the car I'm currently test driving. Good. When are we ever going to see the car you own? It can't be that bad, Dan. Come on, man. Paul, what are your thoughts on resale value? If you're talking about the Toyota Tundra or Tacoma, it's awesome. It's amazing how much you get out of those when you trade them in. And I should know, I've traded, 3 Tacomas and a Tundra. It's amazing. I mean, when I traded the Tundra, I actually paid for the price of the Tacoma and got money back. So it's pretty good. Greco Oscar, he's a flexing and a thumbs up. Gear Runner says SI. Oh, Psy. I was thinking SI as in Honda Civic, or the Civic SI. Uncle Psy. No, you remind me a lot of Uncle Psy. Actually, if I had to peg you as one of those characters, it would be Psy. I'm just saying. Thunder Whisper says, was that Matthew attempted Gear? He was trying, but I don't know. Vermont Country, thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate it. I saw you just subbed to the channel. Welcome. Says, hey, Rob. Hey, how you doing? CJ Colvin says, Rob is pure old-fashioned like SI gear. No, not me. CJ Colvin, what city in Missouri have you been to? Oh, God. I knew you were going to ask me that. Wow. I can tell you it's the place where Southwire Copper, which became Algonquin, was. Algonquin Copper was there, and they may still be there, and Southwire may still be there. And if I think of it, I'll mention it, but I cannot think of the name of it right now. I can't think of it, man. It wasn't the nicest place, though. I can tell you that. We stayed in a hotel that had some really sturdy locks between the two rooms. There was an adjoining door, and the front door had been kicked in, and it was not nice. It was not a nice place. Gear Runner says, yes, Southern math, T-Dub, Southern math. You got to use your toes in there, too, then you get it right. That's what I'm saying. Jamie, sup, Rob? Hey, Jamie, how you doing? Been raining for a week straight here in Cincy. Hey, that's winter in Ohio, man. Usually in Columbus, all we got was rain, rain and freezing rain. But this year they're getting a little bit of snow I see up there. So, what are you going to do? Gear Runner, yep, CJ probably has the same outlook on life. It could be. Eddie Smallhorn. Eddie, what's up, buddy? Eddie says, hey, Rob and group. How you doing, Eddie? Terrence Tatum. Hi, Rob. Hello, everyone. Terrence, what's up, man? How are you? Eddie Smallhorn says, hey, Gear Runner. Gear Runner says, hey, Eddie, what's up, buddy? Mark Jones. I can see we are total opposites on music. Can you be a truck person and not like country music? Just kidding. I have never been a country music fan. I am a headbanging, heavy metal, I don't know. That's my genre. That's my thing. I like that kind of stuff. My daughter grew up singing the song Voodoo by Godsmack. Now, that's a song about shooting heroin, I believe. But that's not why I listen to it. I like the beat, and if you know the song, I like the beat, the sound. That's my kind of thing. So, isn't that terrible? Here's my little daughter singing, about heroin. It's not good. It's not good. Eddie Smallhorn says, in the Home Depot parking lot. What are you doing? You guys doing a video there, or what's going on? Joe Wilson says, where did you get your lift on the taco? I got it at Truck Tex. I don't know if you're from the RGV, if you're from this area, but Truck Tex is where I got the lift, had it installed, as well as the wheels and the tires. And that's where the Jeep was done, too. Sean DeLong, I've seen several of the new Rangers around here, not impressed. I would still buy a Taco over a Ranger. Yeah, there is no truck out there that's as sexy as the Taco. I mean, there is not one. So I can understand why you'd say that. Gear Runner says, I've not seen the new Ranger in person. Me either. I haven't seen one in person yet. So I want to. I tried to. But the dealers were bound and determined to keep everybody out of the lot when they weren't there, I guess. Let's see. Devontae says, I'm still looking to go to the auto show so I can look at a Ram. You know, I went to the auto show in Columbus last year, and I saw the new Ram Rebel, which still is an awesome truck, but they changed a few things on it. And one thing I really didn't like, on the hood, you know, it has the like a scoop kind of thing. And on the edges of that scoop on both sides, I think it says 5.7 liter Hemi, or it says something, and it looks really cheap to me. I didn't like that at all. So it's the one thing that really stood out for me that I just didn't like. So I don't know. I don't know how you feel about that, but I mean, otherwise Ram's pretty nice looking too. I put Ram trucks as second behind the Tacoma in the best looking truck range, you know, or best looking truck category. Gear Runner says, hey, Devontae, Nettie girl, what's up? What's up, girl? Joe Lanes, I think. Joe, welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to the stream. Joe is from Angleton, Texas. Well, howdy, neighbor. I don't know where Angleton, Texas is, though, in relation to, say, McAllen. Gear Runner says, hi, Nettie girl. Devontae says, hey, Gear. Nettie girl says, T-Dub's birthday today. Happy birthday, baby. Hey, T-Dub. Happy birthday to you. That's all you get. Nettie girl says, hi, Gear Runner. Gear Runner says, happy birthday, T-Dub, with cake. M. Jones says, I'm sure the Ranger will lead in sales due to discounts in a couple years, but there is no way this Ford person would buy one over at Tacoma. That's right. And you've got a Ford. You've got an F-150 with an awesome exhaust, by the way. I got to bring that up again. That exhaust you put on that Ford is awesome. Thunder Whisper says, dag nabbit Gear, used correct in a southern kind of talk. Gear Runner says he's laughing. He's laughing with that accent, you know, it's kind of like, Sean DeLong says, Dan has been buying more cars and trucks than I've ever owned, and that's saying something. Yeah, Dan, he's buying a new truck like every week. But you see, Dan's a smart guy. Dan is a virtual car buyer, you know, paying for them with virtual cash. So he doesn't actually get the car, and he doesn't have the maintenance or the upfront costs or any of that. It's pretty smart, I must admit. Jamie says, put an APR tune on my 63. Awesome. Without telling the wife this Friday. So when she got home today from work, she said, what the heck did you do to this car? 505 horsepower to 630. Fun. I bet that's awesome, man. Wow. Did she like it, though? That's the game. Bob L. Hey, Bob, what's up, buddy? Bob says, hi, Rob, Funny Cut a Live show. Guess what I'm going to be? You're going to be a daddy. You're going to be a daddy, aren't you? Come on, Bob. Gear Runner says, hi, Bob. How you doing? Bob says, hi, Gear, and all Rob fans. Thank you. Jamie says, best new heavy stuff comes from best new heavy stuff comes from Five Finger Death Punch. Probably so. There isn't anybody doing anything right now. I mean, Godsmack and Metallica. Godsmack's doing a lot of covers, by the way. Although I heard him sing something recently, and it was pretty good. I was pretty surprised. Jamie, something slower, you know, with their own twist on it, obviously, but it was pretty good. Jamie says, music, that is. Yep, gotcha. Edge Everyday says, hello, everyone. I have missed still in listening mode. Edge is cooking dinner. Steak, no less, with shrooms and onions and, oh, my God. Joe Wilson is in Alabama. Gotcha. Okay, cool. CJ Colvin says, have you been to Galena, Illinois before? I have, man. Wait a minute. I have, man, and boy, let me tell you. I have, man, and boy, let me tell you, it's a really beautiful town. It's like St. Charles, Missouri. Wow. No, I've not been there. Don't know if I've heard of it. Maybe. Look, we have a super chat from Mr. Gear Runner, $1.99 towards a sweet tea purchase. That will actually cover a sweet tea, I believe. I appreciate that, Gear. Thank you very much. And if you haven't checked him out, Gear Runner on YouTube, he does videos on his Tundra, his SI sometimes, mostly the Tundra, and guns and everyday carry stuff. Lots of guns. Recently, as a convert to the Sig Sauer Nation. I'm just saying. Used to be a Glock guy, but he's starting to see the light. But anyway, check him out, Gear Runner on YouTube. And thanks, Gear. I appreciate that, buddy. Let's see. St. Charles. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't finish reading that comment. I got so excited. I can have sweet tea now. Let me tell you, it's a really beautiful town. It's like St. Charles, Missouri on steroids. Wow. I'm not familiar with St. Charles, Missouri either, though, I must admit. So I'm almost thinking of that name of the town in Missouri that I've been to, Osceola. Is that right? Osceola? I think it's Osceola. Is that it? Osceola. Scott says, gotta go, guys. Have fun, folks. You too, Scott. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. I do appreciate you being here. M. Jones says, was that Earth City, Missouri you were thinking of? I'm a quick Google. No, I think it was Osceola. I'm pretty sure it was Osceola. I could be wrong, but if you Google Algonquin copper, which Southwire has plants all over the place, but Algonquin was purchased by Southwire, I believe, or vice versa. You'll know where it is, or at least where it used to be. I don't know if they're still there anymore. Algonquin went out of business, but Southwire remained, I believe. They were kind of like a joint thing or something. I don't know. Gear Runner says, have a good night, Scott. Scott says, you too, Andy. Rebel Rouser says, howdy, dude. Bye. Hey, how you doing, Justin? And by the way, Justin sent me a picture of a Tundra today. It was cement, and it looked exactly like the one I used to have. I mean, everything. The mirrors, the bumper caps, all the badging was gone. Looked like the rear caps were, and they come this way from the factory, but body matched, body colored, looked exactly like my truck. I don't know. Maybe it was. Let's see. Gear Runner says, howdy there, Rebel Rouser. Bob Levant says, daggone it, you're good. Yep, looks like I'm going to be a daddy. You crafty guy, you. Around September or so, first kid at 49 years old. Well, congratulations, Bob. I wish you well. I hope you have a wonderful, healthy, bouncing baby, boy or girl. I don't know. That's cool, man. Congrats, buddy. Rebel Rouser says, hey, Sandy, how's the teeth? Hey, Sandy, how's the teeth? I like that. I like that a lot. Rebel Rouser says, I meant Andy. Thunder Whisper, Edge. Are you trying to multitask? He is. Krista Green Beans, that would be the wife, says, what's happening, honey? Well, I'm out here in the new digs all by myself. I can yell and scream. Hell, I could run around nude out here if I wanted to. And if I was Gear, I probably would, but I'm not going to do that. Again, I want to acknowledge the $1.99 super chat from Gear. I appreciate that, buddy, towards the Sweet Tea Fund. Check him out, Gear Runner on YouTube. Rebel Rouser says, Krista. Gear Runner says, hey, Krista. Rebel Rouser says, awesome, Andy, awesome. Gear Runner says, I do like that new SIG P365. The SIG's an awesome gun, man. I'm telling you. I have a SIG. It's my favorite. It's the P226, and I love it. It's the best handgun I have, I think. But it's not the most accurate one. Krista Greenbean says, hey, Justin and Andy. Sean says, night, everyone. I'm out to dinner to eat. Sean, I hope you have a lovely dinner. Thanks for being on here, buddy. I appreciate it. Gear Runner says, just need to get my holster sponsor to make me a holster for it. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to everyday carry that thing, it's got to fit right, you know? Gear Runner says, have a good evening, Sean. CJ Colburn says, Dodge is making the new 2020 SRT Angle Charger and Challenger, making 919 horsepower. God, from its detuned, supercharged 7-liter 426 Elephant Hemi. Wow. What can you say to that? 919 horsepower? I don't know. Jamie, I think the new Supra is going to be a bust. I think the new Supra is a bust before it's even bought or released. Maybe it has been released. I don't know, but you're right. Number one, it's just freaking ugly. I don't like it. They put a BMW engine in it. Why? I don't know. There's just nothing redeeming about it to me. So I don't know. Rebel Rouser says, y'all have a great night, Sean. Y'all have a great night. Gear Runner says, me too, Jamie. Krista Bean. Green Bean says, Bob L. Congratulations. That's wonderful news. Gear Runner says, congrats, Bob L. Jamie says, I'm out. God bless you all. Good group of you. Good group of you got here, Rob. It is a great group of people, Jamie, which you are a part of, man. And I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. And have a great night. And leave your wife's ride alone. You're going to give her a heart attack. Gear Runner says, have a good night, Jamie. Rebel Rouser says, I thought it was your truck until I saw the black door handles. Yeah, those black door handles. You know, I went back and forth with putting black door handles on the Tundra, you know, with that cement. But I thought there wasn't enough other black left on the truck after I'd done everything that I did, except the tires. I mean, they're black. And the wheel wells, you know. But I don't know. I was torn. I always was. And if I had to do it again, to be honest, I probably would go with the black door handles. They'd have to be like a matte black, not the satin or shiny or whatever black, you know. Let's see. Rebel Rouser says, did you move again? Yes, this is the new place of the channel. Let me show you guys. I was going to show you guys. This is it. This is it's not focusing very well. This is the new location here. Kind of looks like a hotel room a little bit. But it is the new home of the Throb Nation offices, I guess. Let's just call it that. Throb Nation. I said Throb Nation. See, I don't even know my own channel. RobMotive. RobMotive offices. Complex 1. We'll just go with that. Let's see. Let's see. Did you move again? Gear Runner, he's laughing. CJ Colvin says, do you like muscle cars, man? If you do, which one is your favorite? I love muscle cars. You need to check out some of the old videos on the channel. I drove a combination of muscle cars and supercars and hypercars in some of the older videos. They're going back to about last May. Check that out. One of my favorites is, of course, the Mustang GT. I drove the Mustang Shelby GT 500. That's an awesome car. But yeah, I love muscle cars. The Chevy Chevelle, about 1970, somewhere in that range. That's one of my favorites. Bob L says, I wasn't planning on having a baby now, but your channel gave my girl, wait a minute, but your channel got my girlfriend very worked up, if you know what I mean. You're in trouble, man, because if this channel gets her worked up, she's got a whole nother world to look at, Bob. I'm just saying. That's funny. Will, what's up, Will? Will says, what up? How you doing, buddy? Rebel Rouser says, hi, Will. Bob Levant says, thank you all. Too early to tell what it is. Yeah, I kind of figured. Gear Runner says, you need to get your girlfriend some glasses, Bob. That's right. The kind that you can paint black, so if she ever watches Gear Runner, she won't burn her eyes. You know what I'm saying? Tony Whisper says, Rebel, hello, mate. Rebel Rouser says, I need your opinion. Would you put $1,200 for repairs into a vehicle that's worth $3,200? Well, two lines of thought there. Number one, no, I wouldn't do that. But if you don't have enough money to go out and buy something new, and that's the best you can do, then absolutely. I mean, you have to have a mode of transportation, and $1,200 is much better than, I don't know, $5,000. 8,000, 10,000, whatever on a new used vehicle or whatever, if you're in the used market. So it depends, you know. Gear Runner says, nope, Justin, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Rebel Roger says, what's up, T-Dub? How was your vacation? Thunder Whisper says, Rebel, who's that in that last video posted on your channel? Rebel Roger says, thanks, Gear. I'm afraid so, too. Uh-oh. Gear Runner says, it's my guest house. No. Rebel Roger says, my sister. Yep. Thunder Whisper says, which one? Which one? Rebel Roger says, mine, of course. Which one of yours? You've got the Volvo and the Odyssey, right? Gear Runner, too late, Rebel, too late. Thunder Whisper says, your sister did a video. She's in a video, right? Rebel Roger says, LOL, yes, T-Dub. Will says, hey, I've driven that. Hey, I've driven that. Josie. Oh, Josie's responding. Hey, I've driven that. That's right. You did drive that Mustang. What did you think of it? Did you like it? Krista Greenbean says, you guys can share Justin and Andy. I don't know who's going to be sharing Justin and Andy, but I want no part of it. Thunder Whisper says, Rebel, are you in the East Coast? He's in the Middle Coast, I think. I think he's in the Middle Coast. Gear Runner, no, Krista, no one can share me. You see, great minds. Will says, hey, you skipped our comment. What? I did not. I saw, hey, I've driven that. Josie said, wait a minute, where Will said, what's up? I said that. I didn't skip your comment, man. What are you talking about? Thunder Whisperer says, on. What coast are you on? I think he's getting at. Rebel Rouser says, younger fellows over older guys, Gear. And Gear's pretty old. You know, I don't know if you pay attention to some of the things he's been talking about, but he's falling apart over there, man. He's got pains that are unexplained. He's got blood pressure through this. I mean, Gear's teetering on I don't know, man. He's getting there. That's what I gotta say, you know. Let's see. Will says, oh, hey, there we go. Hey, there we go. Whoa. Will says, this is Josie, you know, Josie. Josie, why are you on under Will? You both should be on. That's 2 more viewers. Rebel Rouser says, Josie, and what I want to know is Will excited to come here? Josie and Will are coming to Texas here in a little bit. Is Will excited to come? What have you told Will about us? Rebel Rouser says, Josie! Thunder Whisperer, is Will a son-in-law, Rob? No, Will is not a son-in-law. Thunder Whisperer says, no. And the answer's the same. Wait a minute. Josie and Willow. Josie says, not yet, and she's winking. Hey, don't put pressure on that young fella. You know, you start pressuring that young fella, and he might run the other way. You know what I'm saying? So if he's looking for something like that, then he'll get there in due time. The question is whether or not your clock and his clock are matched, you know, if you got enough time. I'm just saying, I don't know. Gear Runner says, howdy, Josie, how you doing? By the way, Joes, you need to check out Gear Runner's daughter's channel, Michaela Jordan. She does makeup and stuff with lights and things behind her. She actually did a light thing behind their setup for her channel. Man, this camera is really catching. Look at that. It makes me look like something's wrong with me. Look at that. Wow, I assure you, something's wrong. I need to start wearing makeup. Wow. That's kind of weird. Let's see. Josie says, I like the Mustang, yes. I don't think I stalled that one. No, you stalled the Porsche, I think. Marcus Sadowski says, hey, guys, getting ready for the storm. What kind of storm? You having a snowstorm or what kind of storm, man? And welcome. How you doing, Marcus? Thunder Whisper says, yeah, Rob, how's the ocean view on that middle coast? What ocean view? What are you talking about? I missed something. CJ Colvin says, I'm planning on restoring my 96 F-150. I've already got the frame undercoated, and my second plan is to do an engine upgrade. That sounds cool, man. Gear Runner says, I'm breaking down, man. I know. Gear's just going to be like a pile of dust on his chair one of these days. Let's see. Lost my whole spot, man. Thunder Whisper says, engaged, Josie? No. Josie and Willow says, Will is excited. Awesome. Well, we can't wait to have him come here to Southern Texas. Rebel Rouser says, awesome. Have a safe trip, Josie and Will. Gear Runner says, let me tell you a few things about Rob. LOL. Hey, go ahead. Go for it. I want to hear it. While I fix my chair and see if I can't get myself sitting upright here, you know. Let's see. Awesome. Have a safe trip, Josie and Will. Gear Runner says he's going to tell you something about me. I can't wait to hear it. Let's see. Josie and Willow says we have matching clocks. No worries. I'm starting to get scared. Rebel Rouser says, who's got plans for Valentine's Day? I've got plans. I plan on editing videos, probably. Gear Runner says, Michaela Jordan. There you go. Michaela Jordan. Did I say something else? Did I say her name wrong? Or are you spelling it out, which is good? Gear Runner says, thanks again, Rob. Will says, I can't wait for weather that's not freezing. Yeah, no kidding. It's nice. I mean, I'm sitting here in my cutoff shirt, right? So it must be warm, although it's cold in here because the air conditioning works really, really well. Let's see. Marcus says, getting a snowstorm. How much are you supposed to get, bud? Rebel Roger says, you've been watching Michaela's videos, but I don't see any changes, Rob. Yeah, I'm supporting her channel. So I check them out when I can. I'm waiting for a cameo from Gear. That's what I'm waiting for. I figure one of these days he's going to be sitting there in a chair and she's going to be doing his makeup, which I think would be an awesome video. That would actually be a good live stream. You know, she could tape it for her channel while you live stream it for yours. Probably won't get any views or none that you'd really want, you know, but I think it'd be funny. I don't know. It's tasty stuff, man. Let's see. I got to go down a little bit here. I have to see something evil must have happened. Let's see. Marcus says he's getting a snowstorm. I have been watching. Edge Everyday says, sorry, had to. Rebel Rouser says, enjoy it, Marcus. Tony Warren. What's up, Tony? Tony says, me and the wife have reservations for a Caribbean steakhouse on Valentine's Day. That's awesome, man. Awesome. Rebel Rouser says, hi, Brian. CJ Colvin says, stay strong, Gear. I know. Gear Runner says, stay warm, Marcus. Rebel Rouser says, hey, Tony, sounds awesome. By the way, do you have a girlfriend yet, Rebel? Justin? Gear Runner says, thanks, CJ. Or do you have like several? I don't know. Tony Warren says, I love it. I love it. I love it. Thunder Whisper says, Valentine's Day gets really, really expensive for me. GoFundMe account may need to get started. Gear Runner says, Rob is a fake Southerner. What? Rob is a fake Gear, I'm more Southern than you ever thought you could be, man. I mean, I'm here. I don't know where you are. You're a middler. A middler. You're not a northerner. You're not a southerner. You're a middler. A middler. Here is a middler. Let's see. Tony Warren says, no joke, Tundra. That's right. Rebel Rousers, T-Dub. He's double laughing sideways. Praneel Kumar. Praneel, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel, buddy. Praneel says, nice videos. Is this your primary gig or do you do it on the side? This is my primary gig. That's why you see me out in the mornings, the afternoons, wherever, because this is what I do. I make videos, I edit videos, live streams, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I'm everywhere, or I try to be. And thank you, man. Josie and Willow, we're going to try to make filet mignon for Valentine's Day. We'll see how it goes. It's very easy. Cook it really high for a couple minutes, sear it really fast, and then lower heat for a little bit longer. That'd be perfect. It's hard to mess up a filet mignon. Even if you burn it, it's still pretty darn good. Krista Greenbean says, hey, Josie. CJ Colvin says, have you seen GM's stupid ad like Chevy being more reliable than Toyota, Honda, and Ford? You know, GM's got some really dumb ads. That ad they put out about the guys touting their beat up trucks and how great they were, you know, the rust and the dents and all that is character and and I'm like, you just screwed with a $50,000 vehicle, man. If I get a dent and rust on mine, I'm not going to be saying good things, you know. Marcus says 3 to 6. That's not too bad. I mean, you're not going to be like snowed in, you know, maybe. Although drifting, yeah, you might be. Rebel Rouser says, I thought the cows make the filet mignon. No, it's not true. Not anymore. They produce them in a test tube in a lab. Will says, at Gear Runner, really? And he's a thinking. He's thinking 4 times, man. Tony Warren says, my cousin is on GMC truck commercials. Oh, that's cool, man. Josie and Willow says, hi, Krista. Oh, we've got Josie. It just dawned on me. Josie and Will are on here now, independently. That's cool. Let's see. Gear Runner retracted. Gear Runner says, might appeal to an entirely new audience. You might. You might. Marcus says, cool, Tony. Although you probably already do, Gear. Gear Runner says, yup, Will. He tells me all the time he's more Southern than me now. See? Well, it's true. I am more Southern than you. You know, I'm like here, and you're like up here in the middle somewhere. I mean, you're a middleman. You know, I don't know. Tony Warren says he also was on older caddy commercials. That's pretty cool, man. Josie, does he do that for a living or what? Josie Moto says, haha, my dad is not Southern, LOL. Oh, come on, Joes. Tony Warren says, with the man pulling back an arrow. I'm going to have to keep my eyes open for that now. Rebel Rouser says, I got no girlfriend, man. I got no girlfriend. Just Jane and Betty. Rebel Rouser says, you know it, Josie. Gear says, right, Josie. You tell him. And he's laughing. Let's see. Where was I? Justin has no girlfriend. You know it, Josie. Krista Greenbean says, Rob, your mom makes the best company potatoes ever. That's awesome, man. Thank you. I'm sure she'll appreciate that. And then we have a deleted comment. I appreciate that, Gear. Thank you. We're not a political sponsorship channel. Josie and Willow says, what are company potatoes? They're potatoes with cheese and bacon, and they're great. Krista Greenbean says, I'll take some of that snow, and you can have it. CJ Colvin says, GM's ads in general are pure garbage. Yeah. You know, some of them are just, I don't know, just not good. Rebel Rouser says Chevy commercials are so amusing. Let's see. We have another. What do we have? We have troll-like people coming out here tonight. What's going on? Oh yes, thank you for taking care of that one as well. Gear Runner says, if we get any more snow, Krista, I'll send you some. There you go. Tony Warren says, money is good from GM. Ask him. LOL. Money is good from GM. Ask him. I don't know. CJ Colvin, he retracted. Justin S. says, grab that T-Spam system and do an install bid, or T-Pam system and do an install bid. Hope you're all having a good day. Pretty good. How you doing, Justin S.? Krista says, thank you, Gear. I am missing it. I know. I'm crazy. You are. You're nerds. Thunder Whisper says, Gear, he's only more Southern from a latitude standpoint. Hey, we never said how we were going to define it. JS has just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, JS. If you're on here, I appreciate that. Let's see. Rebel Rouser says, hey, Justin, we have the same name. Gear Runner says, LOL, I hope I never see any more snow, Krista. You need to move, Gear. You're a Southern. You need to be a Southerner. You know what I'm saying? Gear Runner says, true T-Dub. Laughing my arse off. Krista Greenbean says, and onions too, Josie. They are so yummy. Yeah, they do have a small amount of onions in them. Rebel Roger says, I hear you love the halftime show. I hated it. God, Maroon 5 and other people that who cares? Will says, snow is fun to drive in, though. That's the only redeeming quality of snow. If you've got a big open area, like a big parking lot without lights in it, it is a blast, Let's see. Gear Runner says, I'd send you all we had, T-Dub, thumbs up. I bet. I know you're not a snow fan. Josie says, Grandma needs to make them when I come. Well, there you go, Mother. I think she's on here. Josie wants to see or wants to have some of the company taters when you guys come, or when they come, rather. Rebel Rouser says, true that, Will. True that, baby. Josie and Willow, I know Grandma is watching this, LOL. She probably is. M. Jones, although Chevy did make the best commercial ever, like a rock from the early 90s. Yeah, that went for a long time, didn't it? Tony Warren, let's see. Or rather, Gear Runner says, wife just got home, going to go see what she wants. Wait a minute. Wife just got home, going to go see what she's into. Gotcha. Took me a while to get through that one. Have a great night, week, everyone. You too, Gear. Tell the wife that RobMotive says, how you doing? From a real Southerner. And thanks for being on and for that super chat, buddy. I appreciate it. Tony Warren says he does commercials for GM. I was saying he isn't complaining. I was saying he isn't complaining of GM. They pay him well, I bet. Tony says, pay, got it. Or I was have a good night, Andy. Arista Green Bean says, I live in the deep south, but I am really true north. Yeah, I know. Thunder Whisper says later, Andy. Krista says, see you, Andy. Thunder Whisper says, Canadian North. Butch Bullock says, or Braxton Bullock says, why? I'd have to know what the question was to respond to that. Rebel Rouser says, does Grandma make company potatoes for the person in the guest house? Yeah, I had some. These were left over from last night. They were excellent. Too much food, though, man. I had so much food to eat, I couldn't gorge myself on what I liked. I had to have a little bit of everything because it was all good. Anyway, guys, gals, Krista says, so true, T-Dub. CG Colvin says, Missouri is Midwestern state mix of Midwest and Southern culture. Yeah, I'd say that's true. We've been on here for over an hour and 7 minutes, but who's counting? And it's time for me to get out of this guest house and go eat something because you all, that's Southern for you all, are making me hungry. Josie and Willow says, all right, we peacing out. See you, Josie. See you, Will. Can't wait to see both of you here in about, 2 months? Have a good night, guys. Josie says, got to make den. I got you. I hope you have a lovely dinner. Braxton says, we do not do political stuff in here, buddy. So I'm just saying. Terrence Tatum says, see you, have fun. Rob Rogers says, good to be here. See you Wednesday. We'll see you Wednesday. Thanks for being on, Justin. Krista says, everybody got that loud. Hit that like button, please. Please do that. Thunder Whisper says, nothing in my opinion. Will says, 1 month. February, March. 1 month. Sorry. Edge Everyday says, good night, guys. Will says, on my birthday. Josie, well, I know that. Braxton says, so that's the way it is, brother. CJ Coleman says, have a good night. You guys have a good night. Thanks for being on, and I am out of here.